Welcome back, everybody. We are here again from the Coastal Seafoods Production Kitchen with some really beautiful shrimp. I am Kian, and we're going to be cooking up a really fun, easy pasta dish. If you were paying attention this morning, you may have seen me post a photo of it. It's one of our more popular recipes from our website, and we're going to walk you through how to do it. It's very simple, very easy, goes really, really quick, and just a perfect way to highlight really gorgeous shrimp. So yeah, this is gonna be real easy. I've got some pasta already cooking back here. Figured I'd get a little bit of a jump start on it. So I've got some nice bucatini going back here. Still got a few minutes left to go. We're gonna pull it just before it's done so that we can finish it off in our sauce with everything else. So while this is working, we're gonna get everything else prepped. We've got some really nice olive oil here from our friends at Omed. This is a beautiful, beautiful olive oil, and we're going to be working with this pretty heavy today. But to get things started, we're going to need a bunch of garlic. And this pasta is very easy. There's very few ingredients, but the idea is to build up a lot of flavor in the beginning in order to kind of develop a baseline for everything else that's coming. So we're going to start with some garlic. I've got some just cloves of garlic here, and I'm going to go ahead and smash it so that I can easily peel off the skin. And that's all it really takes to do. It doesn't matter if you smash it a lot or a little. And once it's smashed, we're just going to go ahead and kind of thinly slice it. Again, you can kind of do this how you want, but for a dish like this, where I'm really trying to infuse my oil with that garlic flavor, I'm just going to cut it real thin. So I've got a bunch that I've already pre-prepped. And while this goes, I'm going to go ahead and do my shallots, which I've already removed the outside of. I'm going to go ahead and just give this quick little rough chop here. And it doesn't matter how precise you are here. You can make this pretty rustic, and it's still going to be very classy. Again, this is just going to help us develop some base flavors for our shrimp and our pasta to kind of live in. And it's so nice. This is just always a classic dish. And what's nice about it, again, is it requires just so few ingredients. It really doesn't take much. So I've got my shallots, I got my garlic. Let's go ahead and check out our pasta, see how we're doing here. I think we're coming along nicely. And you can use kind of any sort of long pasta that you want for this. Again, today I'm using a bucatini because it's what I have on hand. This is perfect. This is just on the south side of done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pot. I've got my little colander here. I'm just going to drain out my pasta here real quick. Like so. I'll let it drain for a little bit here. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil to my pasta right now, just to prevent it from sticking, because I don't want that. So I'm just going to drizzle it with a little bit of that olive oil and remove it from my heat. I'm just going to toss it together again. The idea here is just to not let that pasta stick while we're making everything else. So I've got that going. So what I'm going to do is add my pasta, or I've got a skillet that I'm going to add over my heat. And get my olive oil ready to go. Make sure we're still going here. I'm going to add a fairly good amount of olive oil to this pan. Oh, it's not wanting to come out very well. I think I got a little issue in my tube. It's fine. There we go. So again, we're looking for a pretty good amount. I'm going to start with a few tablespoons, and I'm going to add some more later. So what I'm going to do here is, with this olive oil, is I'm going to go ahead and start infusing it with flavor from the garlic and from our shallots. So again, I got my chopped garlic here, and this is going to go into the pan. And I do kind of want to do this while it's still cold. I kind of want the oil and the garlic and everything to kind of come up to heat together. Because again, we're trying to infuse this oil with these flavors. And I want to try my hardest to not get any color on this garlic. I just want it to sort of poach through in this oil. And again, we're really looking to infuse this flavor here. Let it go. I don't know what's going on with my canister here. There we go. All right, so I'm already getting a ton of fresh kind of garlic smell off of this. It's absolutely amazing. I'm going to turn down my heat just a little bit because again, I'm not looking to necessarily deep fry this garlic or anything like that. I just want it to soften and infuse this with all this beautiful garlic flavor. And we're going to do the same thing with our shrimp. So as this starts to go and it gets to where I want, again, once that garlic is just kind of softened a little bit, I'm going to start adding my shrimp. And the shrimp should cool down the pan a little bit to help kind of prevent that garlic from overheating. And we're just going to sear off the shrimp really nicely. So this is coming along. Again, the smell off of this is absolutely beautiful. And again, you may have seen earlier this morning I shared a photo of this dish. This is one that's been on our website for a while, so if you're looking for the recipe, it's definitely up there. All right, so we're looking pretty good here. So I've got my shrimp. This is a 21-25, which means there's 21 to 25 shrimp per pound, chem-free Mexican shrimp. These are really beautiful shrimp. They're one of our more popular shrimps. And I'm just going to add this and nestle this into the pan and let those kind of start to cook a bit. And again, these shrimp are going to start to infuse the oil as well, which is exactly what we want to have happen. Oh, it smells just beautiful. Now, if at any point your pan looks like it's starting to not have enough oil, you can go ahead and add some more. Again, olive oil is going to be the foundation of our sauce here, so we kind of want to make sure we're using a good amount. And once we add our pasta, we'll be adding more for sure. All right. So we're doing good here. Again, my shrimp's starting to cook really nicely. I've got the garlic in there and the shallots. Just kind of give you a quick view into that pan, see what we're looking at. It's beautiful. Again, and we're really just infusing this oil. I'm going to use a little bit more of this stuff. We'll use the nicer stuff to finish. Add a little bit more of this olive oil here. And get it going. Again, we're looking really nice. Turn up my heat just a little bit. Because again, we want to try to get a little bit of color on that shrimp. Again, we're trying to really infuse this oil with some of these really strong, big flavors. Now we're just going to finish off with our pasta and a few other kind of fresh ingredients, including some lemon. Fresh lemon is going to really kind of add some brightness. Again, we're using a lot of rich olive oil here. So the lemon's going to help perk things up a little. I'll cut some wedges for garnishes. Here. These are pretty seedy lemons, so I like to cut the seeds out here. Looks like our shrimp is about getting ready to flip, which is great. Again, that garlic is looking like it's softening up very nicely. And it's still not quite taking color yet, which is exactly what we want. So I'm going to go ahead and start flipping some of this shrimp. Oh yeah, this is looking great, and it's smelling even better. Just beautiful, 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 beautiful. Again, the better olive oil you use for this, the better it's going to be, but you don't have to get too fussy about it either. Because again, we're looking at pretty simple flavors here. So now that this is going, I'm going to go ahead, season with a bit of salt. We've not seasoned anything up to this point. And we're using quite a bit of oil, which means we can use quite a bit of salt. Got here, I'm kind of late. So today we're making just a really nice, very simple shrimp pasta dish that we've had on our recipe, our website for a long time. Get this cooking through nicely. The shrimp are very nearly done. This is exactly what I want to have happen. So at this point, what you want to do is go ahead and add in some chili flake, if you have any red chili flake available. Now you can kind of add that to taste, depending on how much you like. And you can sort of use whatever sort of chili you like. You know, red chili flake would be the classic. But you could use Aleppo pepper if that's what you had, or any kind of, you know, it's just sort of red chili pepper flake would be totally fine. This is looking great. It's smelling better, even better. These shrimp are just about fully cooked through, which means at this point, I want to go ahead and add in my pasta. A few little threads I wanted to stick into the pot. And I'm just going to sort of work this all together here. And get this pasta all tossed with all this garlic and the shrimp. And this is where it's going to kind of finish itself. Now again, this is where you can add more olive oil if you want, depending on how dressed your pasta is looking. So I'm just going to go ahead and give this some nice tosses here. Get everything good and coated. I definitely need some more oil, so I'm going to go ahead and hit it with that. Oh, the smells, again, off of this are really unbelievable. That shrimp, that pasta, everything just comes together so beautifully. So beautifully. All right, so let's go ahead. Just gonna use this to catch my lemon seeds. Gonna hit it with some fresh lemon juice. Really brighten this up here. That's great. A few more tosses. This is looking real good here. A bit more oil. Yeah, this is fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit with a little bit of fresh parsley. Again, just to add a little bit more brightness to this. And just sort of toss it all together. And we've got ourselves a super simple pasta dish. Again, just tons of flavor. Let's go ahead. I'm going to try another piece of this pasta here just to see how we're doing on seasoning. The lemon, the parsley, that olive oil, just absolutely fantastic. You don't even need any more salt. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a plate. And I'm going to start to just kind of plate it up. Now what would be nice is if we had like a good pasta fork, so we can get like a nice kind of style. So I'm just going to kind of twist the pasta around on my tongs and sort of plate that down in the middle like so. This is looking good. Lift and plate. A little bit more here. Yeah, this is looking really good. Go ahead and just turn off my heat. Let's get some shrimp on here. Ooh, some pasta going along for the ride. This is looking real good. More of this stuff here. Yeah. Beautiful. Again, so easy, super nice. So got a little paper towel here. Just sort of clean up a little bit. So easy. Again, you watch this dish kind of come to life all in real time. I started the pasta a little bit ahead of time. I'm gonna garnish with just a little bit more fresh parsley. And I've got one more thing I'm gonna add to this, because why not? Now this would be at your own discretion. I know some people, don't jive with the fish and this cheese. However, I think on a dish like this, a little shaved parm is gonna be really nice. You could do this with a grater. You could do this with a vegetable peeler, but I'm just gonna cut some shards of parm. I'm gonna sprinkle this over the top and kind of break it up a little bit, just to add a little final zip to our presentation. Yeah, this looks fantastic. So again, we got ourselves really nice plate of shrimp pasta that was so easy to make. You can see it's just olive oil, garlic, and shrimp at its base, but we've kind of jazzed up a little chili flake, a little lemon juice, a little parm. So very easy to do. I really hope you do this. Again, we've got the recipe for this up on our website, so definitely check that out. This one's already there, ready to go. This has always been a very popular one for us, so if you haven't tried it yet, definitely give it a go. So good, so easy. Again, I used bucatini today, but you could use regular spaghetti, you could use angel hair, you could use vermicelli, you could use regular linguine. You kind of use whatever long pasta you want here. They all tend to work pretty well. And it all just sort of comes together in the pan. All those flavors that you developed by infusing that oil with the garlic, the shallot, and the shrimp. Again, it just really, you'd be surprised what a dish like this packs in terms of flavor. I know the first time I tried it, I was blown away at how delicious it really was. And that little bit of fresh lemon juice at the end just lifts it all up. So again, thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope everybody had a good, safe weekend. And I hope you stick along with us for the rest of the week, because we got some more fun stuff coming. In fact, tomorrow, we should have something really cool that I'm really excited to show off and work with. So definitely stay tuned to that. Otherwise, again, like, comment, share, do the whole thing, ask questions, share with your friends, let them know that we do this. We've been having a great time. You've all been super great watching along and sharing. Hey, Drew's mom, good to see you back again. So again, we really appreciate it. Tune back in tomorrow. Stay safe. We'll see you then.